Hi, everybody, and welcome to the team call. For those of you who are on, thank you for being on live. And for those of you who are watching back, thank you for watching the recording. If you're on live and you're watching this back, I know that you are serious about building your business. And at the end of this, I will have a homework assignment. And for whoever completes the homework assignment, I am going to gift a personal development book to either probably two of you. I'm going to choose two winners of those who complete the homework assignment within the next few days. So I just wanted to start with a couple of quick shout outs. First of all, I have got to shout out Kim for doing her very first video that she posted to Facebook. And it's kind of a big deal to get out of your comfort zone and do something that you don't want to do. I can tell you guys that when you get out of your comfort zone, it's just another way for you to grow and for you to push. You have to be ready for it. But sometimes what my success partner tells me is it only takes like 5 seconds of bravery or 5 seconds of courage to make something happen. And when she told me that, I posted my before and after picture, and my business ended up blowing up after that. So I just want you guys to know that it only takes 5 seconds of courage to do something that you've never done before, and most of the time you don't regret it. So shout out to Kim for doing her first video and posting it to Facebook. If you haven't seen it, please pop over to her page, like and comment on her video, please. I will say the next person I would like to shout out is Kelly. Kelly, for the last few days, you have been posting consistently, and your posts have been really, really awesome. And I can just tell that you're starting to get out of your comfort zone, and you're starting to really just show yourself as a leader. So congratulations for you, Kelly, for posting. My next shout out goes to Diana. Diana is Team Lighten Up's first IIN graduate. So I just wanted to give her a shout out for completing that. And she also decided that she's going to be the CEO of her business. So I'm excited for her to start to grow and to start to really put in the work to make her business grow. So congratulations to you, Diana. And then I would like to give a big shout out to Amy, because your team is growing tremendously. You started as a coach like back in December, and in just a few short months, you have hit every single goal. And I want to tell you that it was an honor to have a coach by my side to be a one-star diamond. It's not an easy task to do, and I know that you are busy with Mackenzie and Jackson and Riley and Austin. It's a lot of work to be a mom, be a physician, and also run this business and have everything else that's going on. So shout out to you, and shout out to you for also hosting this Super Saturday. So definitely something that's huge going on in your business. You've hit every single goal, from taking a picture with Shalene to paying for your entire cruise for you and Randy, to being one of the top 100 Success Club earners in the company. And those things are just absolutely amazing. So you guys, you have an amazing leader. I'm proud to have an amazing leader on Team Lighten Up, but you guys, Team Love Conquers All, you guys have an amazing leader, and we're all one. So this business is just about teamwork and working together and elevating each other. So I wanted to give you guys a little recognition before we get started. Also, I would like to talk about upcoming team events. I would say Kelly said that she saw us all, at Summit, and it kind of lit a fire under her. So just imagine if you were actually at Summit, or just imagine if you're actually at the event. So the importance of team events is really getting around your team and knowing that this is really a culture of paying it forward, and nobody's perfect, but everyone's working towards being their best selves. So I just wanted to let you guys know of upcoming team events. If you've missed Summit, please go ahead and get on the wait list for your Summit ticket. Summit tickets are already sold out, so they are going to be opening more spots, but you have got to get on the wait list I have it posted in the Team Lighten Up page. If you don't know where it's at, search the page. If you still don't know, ask on the team page, and I'll make sure that you get the link in order to put your email in so that you can get on the wait list to Summit. Also, if you are a new coach who signed up in the month of June and July, if you hit Success Club 3 months in a row, you will earn your free Summit ticket. And right now, if you still get on the wait list, just know that your ticket is going to be locked in at $150 as opposed to $275. Plus, like I said, you can also earn it free. So if you are not on the wait list, please, please, please get on the wait list for Summit. Next, I would like to talk about your local Super Saturday. Super Saturday is coming up very soon. It's coming up this upcoming Saturday. It is regional, so you can find one in your area for free. I know that I went to one where they charged $5, but I've never been to one where they charge more than $5 or that it wasn't free. So get to your local Super Saturday. It's only a couple of hours out of your day to fill your cup up, meet people in your local area who are Team Beachbody coaches, and just get around the team culture. Next thing is Platinum Edge, you guys. Our downline coach, or I should say our upline coach is Christine Dwyer. She has a massive business. It is not as small as Super Saturday, but it's not as big as Summit. That's the best way for me to put it. And it's a really sort of intimate. And it's, I would say for me personally, I love all of the events, but I really love Platinum Edge and Platinum Presenters, which is happening in November, because it's just our organization and our team, and you get to see what we stand for as an organization. There's so many people who have so much heart, and really it makes me cry when I think about what this organization is about. I've never found anything in my business, or never worked a job where people were as passionate as they are now about helping each other and building each other up. It's not a race. It's really, truly about helping each other grow. So Platinum Edge is coming up November 12th through 15th, and I will be posting information on the page probably after Saturday. I really want to focus on Platinum Edge and you guys getting on the wait list for Summit, but I will post Platinum Edge information coming up probably like Saturday afternoon or Sunday night. So just have that in the back of your mind and share that with your coaches and your team, that those things are coming up. So now I really would like to talk about, it feels weird, like I'm talking to myself. I know you guys are here, but I feel like I'm talking to myself. So I'm going to talk about hobby coach versus business coach. And what I kind of want to reiterate is that there's no right or wrong to do this business when it comes to whether you want to be a hobby coach or whether you want to be a career coach. I'm just going to share with you the difference between wanting to be a hobby coach, which is someone who kind of works the business as a side job, and someone who wants to be a career coach, which is somebody who wants to replace their income or pay off a large amount of debt or really make this what they want to do. So I created a little slideshow because I'm a visual person, and it's how I work. So hobby coach versus career coach. Let me share my screen. While I'm sharing this, does anybody have any questions at all about upcoming events? Okay, I guess that's a no. So Brandon, how do I go to the full screen from beginning? I got it. Okay, so first of all, you guys, activities to create a full-time income is one thing that we are going to be talking about. So we're going to start with talking about a hobby coach versus a career coach. A hobby coach is someone who, it's just a side job for you. It's not really something that you're looking to replace your income or to do full-time. And that's okay if you want to be a hobby coach. Also, a career coach equals you want to do this as a profession. You might go on to get, certifications, or you really want to grow your business to a higher level or a higher rank in order to create the income that you want to replace your day job, or in my case, in Amy's case, night job. So neither hobby nor career are right or wrong. It's just simply a choice. And your choices can change over time. If you start off as a hobby coach and you decide that you want to be a career coach, awesome. If you start off as a career coach and decide you want to be a hobby coach, that's awesome too. So there's no right or wrong way for you to be in this business. So what does a hobby coach look like? For a hobby coach, you really, some of your activities are not lining up with what the activities are as for a career coach. So if you are a hobby coach, you basically use the products, you post occasionally, you use the website in a basic manner, you are socially involved, and you end up getting accountability, a happier, healthier lifestyle, motivation, and you have low random income. And that's okay. So, you know, as a hobby coach, you may not really share the products or go to the next step in sharing the product, or you may not talk about the product very often. You use the product and people might see you using it at work, or your friends might see you using it, and there's just basic conversation where they're like, oh, what are you drinking? And you just say, oh, I'm drinking Shakeology, I love it. But you don't really go the extra mile to see if it's something that someone wants to try, or you don't really, you know, just openly discuss the products or the workouts or what you're doing. It's just kind of, you're just using it, and you're having a happier, healthier lifestyle, and that is okay. And you just kind of post occasionally. Your posts are not, you know, scheduled out, or your posts are not, how do I put it? Your posts are not intentional in creating a buzz, or you don't really have like your brand set up, is the best way for me to put it. So you're just kind of posting as you go. So your behaviors are not the same as a hobby coach who might have all of their posts scheduled out that are intentional, have an idea of what your brand is. And a lot of times it takes about 20 conversations for 5 of them to possibly lead to Beachbody. So you may not be having those 20 conversations on a regular basis in order to grow your business. You're just kind of following along, and you know, you have the accountability, you have the support, you're cheering other people on, which we all need cheerleaders. So you're cheering people on, and you're posting occasionally. So that is an idea of what a hobby coach is. So you might not be creating as much volume as someone who is excuse me, can you move?
What's your Zoom number?
Go to my, I'm sorry guys, go to my team page, please. Team Lighten Up. Go to Team Lighten Up, please. That's where you'll find it.
Okay.
Sorry guys. So I'm sorry, I got off track. So that is basically, so your income is random and your volume is random. So you're not creating as much volume as you would consistently with a hobby coach. You might end up getting like an $18 check here and there. And that's okay. I mean, I think it's okay if you want to be a hobby coach. You're happier, you're healthier, you're cheering everybody on, you're enjoying the products, you're losing weight, you're creating new recipes. Whatever makes you happy, do that. So that's my idea of a hobby coach. So next we'll move on to a career coach and what a career coach looks like. So just to read this through, so you have your personal habits, personal business, organization. You do things that are no matter what, and I'll get into that. And what to expect from being a career coach is a purpose-driven life, unlimited career and growth potential, consistent residual income, and you also are working to leave a legacy. So for one tip that I would like to say for someone who is a career coach usually has a location that they work at. So one of the habits that you do as a business coach is you have tasks laid out for you on a daily basis, and you have a space set up for you to go work out. not go work out, sorry, a space set up for you to go run your business, whether it's an office, whether it's the kitchen table, it's not the couch, it's not, you know, in your bed or anything like that. Although you could work in those spaces, but I will tell you that you will be much more productive if you have a space that you go to every single day. For me, I have an office. I enjoy working in my office sometimes, and sometimes I enjoy working at my kitchen table. I don't know what it is. It's lighter in my it's darker in my office, and sometimes I want a lot of brightness. I want it to be bright. So sometimes I will work at my kitchen table on my laptop. If I'm not there, I'm in my office. Those are my two spots. I don't want to work on the couch in front of the TV or in my bed, although you could, like I said, do it there, because I want to make sure that I am productive and I am working off of my list of to-do things for the day. So those are just kind of some basic habits of being a coach, of being a career coach. A career coach in their personal business, they will be consistently running challenge groups. That's one task that you will do. You are consistently inviting, and you are consistently hitting Success Club. And I will tell you right now, the leaders on this team or any team or period, we're all human beings, so none of us are perfect, okay? If you don't feel completely organized, sometimes I do not feel completely organized. Sometimes I'm a complete hot mess. Then sometimes I'm completely on my A game, but I still get the task done at hand no matter what's going on in my life, because I am a career coach, not a hobby coach. That is the difference. So have set hours of activity. A tip of being a career coach is having set hours of activity, planned content, and crafted activity. So that means having a power hour set up, which I will do another video on how to create a power hour. Meaning in your power hour, you have planned activity that you're going to do. And then planned content is having a list of content that you're going to share. And it is content that is thought out for you, for your brand, and who you want to attract into your business. So it is very strategic when it comes to posting on social media. And also what career coaches do is they also have what you call a purpose-driven life. They want to work 3 levels down. They want to make sure that they are working to help another person. And when you are working to pay it forward, you will leave a legacy, because you are creating content, you are sharing, you are growing. You are growing yourself, and you are also growing your team, so that when whoever comes after you, they know what to expect from your team and what your brand is and what you guys represent. So, those are just some things that I wanted to talk about. So a lot of times when you are a career coach, you're going to end up doing webinars or videos, trainings, team calls, and training your entire downline 3 levels deep. So 3 levels deep means that would be my business, Amy's business, and Kim's business, for example. So all of us working together and sharing information 3 levels deep, but also bring it back up when you can. So next slide is from start to stars. Now this right here, I'm going to break it down from like elementary school to college, because we are constantly learning in this business. We never know all of the answers. Life changes, social media changes, things change. So we're constantly learning. So we don't always know all the answers. And as you grow, you're going to learn more and more and more. So let's see what else. So all of this is basically going to be how you are going to help your team succeed. But you have to have the correct tools in place first before you actually have a team. And some of those ways to do is when someone is a brand new coach on the team, I want to make sure they have the correct training and they know the basics. So the basics is elementary school. So that's Coach to Emerald. And this is just you putting in, creating the foundation for an amazing, awesome team, okay? So first of all, you're gonna have to learn how to get organized or start creating creating some type of organization. Like I said, I am not perfect. It's really, I'm still working to get organized because things are always changing. And some people are super uber organized, and I love that. So I take things from other people on different teams or our team to help me better organize myself so that I can help you as well. So organization is key when it comes to, setting the foundation for your growing business. And another thing is scheduling time and activity. So start learning how to schedule your time. Start learning how to schedule the simple activities that come with being a coach, which is the 3 vital behaviors, which is inviting, which is personal development and getting your workout in. And how many conversations are you going to start daily? When are you going to do those conversations? When are you going to do your workout? When are you going to you check in with your challenge group? When are you going to start doing Rock the Basics? And when are you going to go on that page and do your assignment? So scheduling time and activity, because we're all super uber busy. People have children. We all have, some of us have jobs. We have husbands. We have, our church organization that we work in. We have lots of things that we do. And we have to make sure that we are scheduling our time and activity. If you want to be a career coach, you're going to have to schedule that time just like you would schedule your time anywhere else. So that is one thing that I would like to talk about. So as an coach to Emerald, when you're new in this business, organization and scheduling your time, what you want to do is you want to set up your Beachbody website. That is definitely something that you want to do just early on, just to get it out of the way, is set up your Beachbody website. It does not have to be perfect. It is very self-explanatory. And if you need help with that, contact your coach or contact me and I'll help you with it. And do a personal why video. This is my favorite part of coaching, is I love to know what people's why is. I love to know why you want to be a coach. I love to know why you decided to register as a coach. I want to know why you want to make your business grow, because for me, the why is the foundation of what will keep you going when the mundane activities get boring or you just don't feel like doing it. Your why is going to be the thing that's going to set you up to keep going. So I love learning about other people. I love learning about coaches and their whys. It makes me so happy to learn about why someone is. And sometimes it might take you a while, and your why might change and grow and expand. I know my why has expanded since I've been here. I started dreaming bigger and bigger and bigger, and I love it. But I also love watching all of my coaches' why changes, because they start to realize they can do it. So make a personal why video. It does not have to be fancy schmancy. It does not have to have like rainbows and sunshine popping off in the background. I mean, just make a personal why video for yourself and for your coach, and just for yourself, so that you have it, so that you can rewatch it. And a lot of times your why should probably make you cry. If you're doing this and you want to be in it for the long haul, your why will probably make you cry. So also, Facebook groups. Start getting yourself a little Facebook group going. So if you have not done a 5-day clean eating group, or you've never done a group before, if you participated in a group, great. If you haven't, participate in a group and start running in a group. So I'm sorry, not running in a group, but start running a group. So you can team up with another coach, whether it's your upline coach or another coach on the team, and run your very first Facebook group, so that you know how to run a group. And you know the importance of how to run a group, how to pin posts, how to schedule posts, those types of things. Next part, which this touches on organization too, is have a central location for your documents now. So if you have documents and your coach has sent you documents and you see that there's things in your coach's file page, start saving those things. Start saving them in Dropbox or Google Docs, somewhere where it's organized and concise and you can get to it quickly. I personally love Google Docs when it comes to it. I've had to learn how to use Google Docs, but everything in Google Docs is saved, and all you have to do is upload it and you're done. So one thing that I don't have on the list is get an email specifically for your team Beachbody business. I wish I would have done this a long time ago, and I'm still working to sort this out. So I wish that I would have done this. So get an email specifically for your Beachbody business so that everything that is Beachbody related goes into your, through your messages properly. And I would suggest Google, because you can use it with Google Docs. And I feel like you can organize things a little bit better in your Google email. Like, for example, I might have lead emails here, and then I might have somebody for a size test group, PIO test group. So it's all organized for me, so I know I can go in and look back and see who was where. So organize that. Have a follow-up list. Please, please, please have a follow-up list. Know who you talk to, when you talk to them, and what you talk to them about, and when you're going to follow up. If you don't have a list of names, if you don't have a follow-up list, you don't have a business. And that's the truth. If I used to think that I can keep it all up here, but I can't. I would miss people or wouldn't follow back up with people. And then I'm like, oh, shoot, I meant to follow up with such and such a week ago. And you want to make sure that if you say you're going to follow up with somebody on July 2nd, you follow up with them on July 2nd. So make sure that you have that organization as well. Next, we're going to move on to middle school. And this right here is what you want to do when you are an Emerald coach and you want to move on to Diamond coach. So these are some of the things you want to do. So templates for conversations. So create or share templates for conversations. This is when you're going to start bringing other people into your business. And now that you were coach to Emerald and you started saving things in your Google Docs, if you have a new coach who doesn't know where to start, you know how to start that. You know how to start your next coach right. You're going to have those things in your Google documents. So those templates for conversations. If your coach doesn't know how to start a conversation, send them a template on how to start a conversation, how to personalize it. Also you can do like a one-on-one call with your coaches to teach them how to personalize those things. Do a role play with your coach, but make sure that you have something physical that they can see so that they know how to do those things. Also have an invitation system, actionable tasks week by week. So what are the tasks that you do weekly as a coach? Make sure that you have those laid out. Make sure you share how to invite and how to follow up. You do not have to start doing audio, videos, and webinars, but I would say start doing audios, videos, and webinars as a Diamond coach for sure. Your team wants to see you, so start doing that, and also have a challenge group system laid out. Have all those things laid out, and make sure that you teach them how to speak, how to share, and how to create documents and things on their own. Also, you want to make sure that as you go into high school, you start having group management training. So things like that, Rock the Basics. You're going to start running your own Rock the Basics groups. And start running those groups with another leader on your team. You can run them by yourself, but I love teaming up with other leaders on the team because I feel like if you team up, you can bounce ideas off of each other. And when you bounce ideas off of each other, you can only grow and become greater. So if you feel like you're not ready as a Diamond coach to start, or even like an Emerald coach, to start running your own Rock the Basics, team up with another coach. Go in or do a Rock the Basics with your upline coach, and then once you see what your upline coach has done, go on, and even if you feel like you want to make it better or change a few things, do that. But make sure that you are running it and teaming up with somebody else for Rock the Basics training so that you can learn how to do it and so your next coach can learn how to do it. So always do that. So once you're in a Rock the Basics and you become a Diamond coach, run your own. Pick and choose what you like and what you don't like and make it your own. And like I said, team up with another coach and bounce ideas off each other. So also training and tracking. One thing I like to talk about is tracking your business. Really start tracking your business and teaching people how to track their business. And that is a whole nother topic, but I will do a call on tracking your business, some things you want to track in your business, right now is how many conversations you're having. Did you do your personal development? Did you get your workout in? How many follow-ups did you do? Things like that. And just make sure that your activity is lining up to what you want to do. Team calls and webinars. Make sure you are either on team calls or webinars, you're watching back team calls and webinars, that you are participating in team calls and webinars, or you start hosting team calls and webinars. These are really great things for you to do, and that's part of training as well. One thing that I love is having a recognition system. I love, love, love recognizing my coaches, because I just feel like, don't just sign your coaches up and then run. I really feel like when you register your coaches, you really want to work down deep with each one of your coaches and have those one-on-one calls, but also start recognizing them for their hard work and dedication, because what is recognized is repeated. So recognize people for Success Club, recognize people for rank advancement, recognize people for good habits. At the beginning of this call, I recognize several coaches on the team who are making things happen, who are doing great things. But you don't even have to recognize the big things. Recognize the small things, because it counts, because it's all part of growth. And you're going to relate to somebody in some way. So always recognize your team and have a recognition system. If you guys notice, every week we do something where we recognize someone for a rank advancement, or we recognize Success Club at the end of the month, or we recognize a super coach shout out for somebody in that way. So super coach shout out is something that I even started doing, like superstar shout out, which is someone who is in my challenge group, because people need to be recognized there too. So just make sure that you have a recognition system set up. And then I'm going to jump over real quick to college, which is Star Diamond. So at this point, you've pretty much, have a system in place, and your system is always going to change and tweak. So some how-tos you want to do as a Star Diamond coach is elevate and edify leader coaches and each other. I always, always, always want you guys to edify, uplift, and encourage each other. And as your team begins to grow, start edifying your leaders and start creating new content as well. If you want to do a leadership group, or create content that you feel is going to help your team. You do not have to reinvent the wheel with anything here. That's not what I'm asking you to do. I'm just saying you should know what your team needs and start working with your team. If you don't feel like you know what your team needs, go to your upline coach and you guys can work together to figure out what your team needs. But at this point, you start to learn what your team needs and what content would help your team grow in the direction that it's growing. And everybody's different. So make sure that you are meeting people where they want to be met, and that you're not creating goals for them, but you are working where they want to work. Like if somebody just wants to make $50 a week, make sure that you're allowing them to do that, and you're not pushing them to make $500 if that's not what they want to do. So I kind of got off track there, but just create new training systems to help your coaches move forward. And that's basically what you want to do as a Star Diamond coach, besides webinars and things like that. And like I said, you want to really edify your coach. And also remember to work 3 levels deep in your organization. When you're a Star Diamond coach, don't forget about everyone else who is new on your team. Don't forget, don't just think about your leaders, think about everyone who's about to come after you. Make sure that you're doing what is best for the entire team as a whole. And I wanted to touch on something that Christine Dwyer said. She said, pay it back up. She says, once you grow, just don't do it for your team and your downline. Remember to do it for where you came from. So what does that mean? That means don't just work in your downline. Once you have success, don't just work on your downline in your team. Remember your coach that came before you. Go back up, do calls together, do things together to help all of you grow. So pay it forward and pay it back up. I got that from Christine Dwyer, and I think that that's amazing, because I feel like a lot of times when someone becomes a Star Diamond coach, they forget that they also had a coach that came before them who is also still there. So work back up as well and all work together. I hope that makes sense. So I also have some homework assignments for you guys. But before I do that, do you guys have any questions at all about anything? Okay, I guess that's no too. So I'm going to go ahead and move on. So homework assignment, like I said at the beginning of this call, is I really want you guys to do this assignment, and I'm going to choose 2 people who actually do this assignment. You can post this publicly, or you can post this on the Team Lighten Up page, but make sure that you tag me in whatever you choose to do. Tag me, tag your upline coach, tag your team, so that I can see your homework assignment. So if you are right now in elementary school, if you are a coach to Emerald coach, do a 60-second video on what has changed since you've become a coach. Whether it's you're consistently doing workouts, whether it's you're starting to make an extra income, whether it's your children, you feel happier, or your children started joining you in a workout. Do a 60-second video telling me what has changed since you became a coach. And I'm really excited about these because I like to see people on video, and I like you guys to get used to being in front of the camera. Okay, so middle school is Emerald to Diamond. So do a 3-minute video on how to fit someone in the right workout. So create a guide of questions. How do you fit someone in the correct workout? How do you fit someone into the correct workout? So it can be 3 minutes or less, and have a guide of questions there. You can even share this publicly. If you think it's great, share it publicly to let people know that you're not just here to sell them products, but you're here to help them with whatever is going to help them get the results that they need for them. For example, someone who has knee problems, you wouldn't give them Insanity. You have to really ask the correct questions to make sure that you're fitting the person in with the right workout that's going to be best for them. So do a 3-minute video or less on that. High school coaches, if you are a Diamond to Star Diamond, do a 3-minute video or less on how to track your success. And what that means is, how do you recognize your team? Don't sponsor and just forget about them, but what are some ways that you are tracking your team's success? And have a call to action for your team and let them know how you're going to do that, or what you do to track your team's success. Next, for college coaches, introducing emerging leaders with team responsibility. So for example, I would be doing a video as a Star Diamond, or Amy would be doing a video as a Star Diamond, and say, hi guys, I would just really like to recognize Diana Tizer for becoming a Diamond coach, and from now on she is going to start doing a few team calls with me. We're going to team up and do a few team calls together, and I just would like you guys to really give her, be on the team calls and support us in doing that. So something like that is really just, introducing your emerging leaders and giving them a little bit more responsibility so that they can go on and do the same thing for their team. So I'm going to stop this screen share, and I would like to ask if anyone has any questions at all. Oh, Kim said, what video form do you recommend? Phone? I would say go ahead and do whatever works for you. If you're okay with doing it on the phone, do it on the phone and upload it to the page. If you like YouTube, do it on YouTube and send it to me that way with a link. But either way, just make sure that you do a video and you tag me. And if you want your video to show up in the newsfeed, make sure that whatever device that you use to do your video, that you don't upload it to YouTube first, because if you upload it to YouTube first and then put it on Facebook, it doesn't show up. It shows up, but it doesn't filter through the news feed. So if it's a video that you want to use not just for the assignment, but you want to use it for your entire page and organization, then don't upload it to YouTube first. Does that make sense? You're welcome. Anybody else? No? Is there a way that I can get you guys and I can see like your faces at all? Because I kind of want to do a screenshot. And I don't want to do a screenshot with just a bunch of boxes. I'm going to stop the recording now unless anyone else has any questions.
No, I just want to say a huge thank you for Shalonda and Christina for getting on the call tonight. This is their first team call, so it's
I
very
know.
exciting.
I love it. And Kelly, is this your first team call too?
I think she's on mute.
Oh, she's on mute.
Oh.
Is this your first team call too?
But yes, I just finally got out of Walmart. I'm so sorry.
That's okay.
Hey, Kelly.
Hey.
And Jocelyn.
Yeah, so
this,
thank you guys for being
this is my first one.
Awesome. So, oh, that's my baby. So thank you guys for being on so much, and I'm going to do a screenshot. Kelly, do you know how to make it where I can see your face?
I think so. Let me see. I'm still in my car. Let me.
Because I'm sort of computer illiterate. Hey, Brandon. Let me stop the recording because now I'm getting
There you go. Oh, look at